Hello world, this is Abhinav Tonk. In today's video, we are going to discuss on one of the most confusing thing in fitness industry. That is doing more repetition more beneficial or is lifting heavy weights more beneficial? Well, both of these strategies have their own importance, and while designing any workout, you have to keep an optimal balance between these two types of strategies. Now let me explain you the importance of these two strategies in a quick explanation video where I can explain you in a much better way. Have a look.
So we are discussing about the exercise volume versus intensity. Cool. So let me draw some table here and then I'll explain you this concept. So first column is reps to failure. Second is sets. Third is intensity. Intensity I am taking in percentage of 1 RM. 1 RM is 1 repetition maximum. So 1 repetition maximum means the maximum weight that you are lifting without compromising your form. Then that particular situation you will be able to exactly do the 1 repetition, maximum 1 repetition. So that is called as 1 RM. So when you will do exactly 1 RM, then the intensity will be 100%. You are giving your 100% and then you will be able to lift the weight to just 1 maximum repetition. So that is what 1 RM is known as. So I'll take the intensity as percentage of that 1 RM value. Let me take 3 cases. First case where I am doing more than 12 repetition or more than 5 sets, then the intensity percentage of 1 RM, here intensity will be 67%. Second case, when I am doing the repetition between 6 to 12 repetitions and sets I am doing between 3 to 5 sets, here the intensity will be 67 to 85%. Third case, where I am doing less than 6 reps to failure and I am doing sets somewhere 3 to 5 sets, then here intensity will be 85%, more than 85%. Now these cases, in these all cases, if you will basically have another look, and if I'll add one more parameter, weight. So in these cases, in first particular case where you are doing more than 12 repetition, so comparatively out of these 3 cases, for you the weight that you are lifting will be less, right? Comparatively in all these 3 cases, if I'm telling. In second case, when you are doing 6 to 12 repetitions, then the weight for you will be medium in this case. And in third case, the weight will be high because you are not able to do more than 6 repetition here. So you are able to do somewhere less than 6 repetitions. So weight will be high as compared to other cases. So in the first case where the weight is less and you are doing more than 12 reps, more than 5 sets, and your intensity is 67%, this is known as high endurance training, high endurance or high stamina. So here your endurance or your stamina basically improves. Okay. Second case, where you are lifting medium weight but you are doing 6 to 12 reps to failure and 3 to 5 sets. Here in this particular case, you will maximize your muscle growth, or you can say you will maximize your hypertrophy. So hypertrophy, just for now, just understand hypertrophy as muscle gain. I'll have a separate video on hypertrophy and various kind of hypertrophy. So right now just just understand that hypertrophy is a muscle growth. So in this case you will maximize your muscle growth, or you will maximize your hypertrophy. In the last case, where you are lifting high weights and you are doing less than 6 reps and you are doing 3 to 5 set, and where your intensity is more than 85%. So in this particular case you will maximize your strength or power. So these are three kind of training goals, we can say. First one is high endurance training, second one is maximizing hypertrophy, and third one is maximizing strength. So you'll say that, okay, in the second case we have seen that the muscle growth is maximum, but actually in all the three cases you are actually growing your muscle. It's not like that you are growing muscle only in second case. You are growing your muscles in first case also, as well as in third case also, but maximum muscle growth is happening on second case. So similarly, you have seen that high endurance is happening in the first case, but actually your endurance is improving in second case also, as well as third case also, but the maximum improvement in endurance happens in first case. Don't get confused. Okay, in second case I am just growing my muscles only in second case. It's not like that. You will be growing your muscle in all the three cases, but maximum muscle growth is happening in the second. If you'll closely look, when I'm coming from top to down in this particular direction, if you look, my intensity basically increases, right? And from top to down, in terms of volume, my volume decreases. What is volume? I have already explained. Volume is weight into repetitions into set. W into R into S is the volume. So we can say that intensity is inversely proportional to volume, or other way around, volume is inversely proportional to intensity. So I'll explain you this particular concept where we are seeing that intensity is increasing and volume is decreasing when we are coming from top to bottom in this particular cases. Let me take an example. First example, I am doing some exercise with 8 kg weight. That's a less weight for me, so I can do up to 20 repetitions, and I did 6 total sets. So here volume will be 8 multiplied by 20 multiplied by 6. It will be 960 kg rep set. Okay. Now taking the second case, let's say next week when I came, I decided to do that exercise with 20 kg weight, which is quite heavy for me. But I am able to manage and do 4 repetition and did overall 4 sets. So in this case, the total volume will be 20 into 4 into 4, which will be 320 kg rep set. Fine. First case, you will see how many how many repetition I am doing, 20, and how many sets I am doing, 6. So this is the classic case of this particular first case, right? High endurance training. So in high endurance training, volume is 960. Second case, when I'll see, I did 4 repetition, 4 sets. So 4 repetition, it is coming under this particular case, right? Maximum strength or maximum power training, right? So my volume is 320 kg. So when I'm coming from this first case, so this is the first case and this is third case from the above table, right? So when I'm coming from first case to third case, my volume is decreasing, right? Volume of exercise is decreasing. And from first to fourth, from first to third case, when we have seen that our intensity was basically increasing. So that's why we have came to the conclusion that intensity is inversely proportional to the volume. So in this endurance exercises, you can see volume comes to a quite a high number. So that is why we used to say that high endurance training is high volume training also. And in the third case, our volume is less, very less, right? But intensity is high, so we call this as high intensity training. So even this second case also comes under high intensity training only. So this is the relationship between volume and intensity, and just remember that intensity and volume are inversely proportional to each other, and high endurance training are high volume training. So this is the concept of volume versus intensity. I hope the concept is clear to you now.